The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
Things got a bit hectic late yesterday where the realisation I don't have my phone because of the, lift gate. Down the lift well, the phone went on. When was that? Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right before the Future Brisbane. It was the worst possible week for me to lose a phone.
Like of all things that you've been waiting on for the longest time that you wouldn't want to be late for, fully prepped.
I just needed to be just not anxious, and it was awful. I'm sitting at the Future Brisbane, people looking across the room at me going, why don't you, phone? Mate, I'm sending you messages here.
Yeah, I was texting you during
You did. Yeah. You text me saying, Chris.
I've been texting you and I even knew you'd lost your phone.
Yeah.
So
exactly. So that's,
it's just weird you not being accessible, Lutzi. You're like the 24-hour accessibility line.
It's taken me so far out of the loop with everything. Everything just breaks down without your phone. You don't realise. And just trying to get...
No, that Instagram, you wouldn't have looked at that this week. You've got no idea what anyone's been eating.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, eyebrow trends, I've got no idea what's happening at the moment. But so late yesterday, I was sort of I managed to get in, I got on WhatsApp somehow through my laptop to someone that lives in my apartment block to say, look, what's happening with the lift? Because it's been just not working for 3 days. And he said, we've got on to the mob and blah, 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 that are, and through the body corporate, and it's a drawn-out process. They're getting back to them later today because I'm flying to Melbourne this morning, and honestly, without the phone, stuff like boarding passes and Airbnb accommodation and then tickets to the athletics, like a whole bunch of stuff that it's just I didn't have access to, and was getting pretty desperate. And I'd sent a message to the lift company on Tuesday, but it had been sitting in the draft folder because my work emails also weren't working without my phone.
Mercury.
Mercury. It's Mercury and Gatorade every day of the week.
You know what was funny was that for him to get his work emails, he needed to do this thing called Authenticator.
Yeah.
Yes, on his phone app.
Yeah. So everything, getting into everything. So, okay, we believe it's you. We just got to quickly check on your phone. And I don't have my phone. It's in the bottom of a lift well.
And you were quite stressed yesterday.
I was pretty stressed.
Visually we could tell that you've been through it.
Yeah, Nikki picked up. That I was in a pretty stressful sort of.
I text him.
He actually did check in on my welfare last night. You did, and thank you, by the way. That was very nice. And then this saviour appeared late yesterday because eventually the draft email, after the boys in tech here have fixed my work emails, it goes through. Yesterday after lunch, and my emails are working, and I get this email back from Jai. Jai's works for Otis, which is the lift company. I think he's based out at Milton, like the Northern Suburbs Services Manager. This local hero, just out there on a Thursday afternoon and getting late. Name. 4:30. And, so, I mean, he's well within his right to pack things up and close the laptop at this point, not Jai. Jai's been listening to the show since 2007.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you got a Jai in your pocket.
Loves the show and says, you know what, I'm going to get a tech out to you today so you can get on that flight tomorrow with your phone. And Jai stood up and he got a tech out there, and a guy came over. He got in the lift. He fixes the lift. He gets downstairs. He lifts the damn thing. He climbs into that lift cavity, and there it is. Literally without a scratch on it. My phone. After falling through a lift down onto the basement of it.
You see that thing?
Like any scratch that's on there existed before it. It is untouched.
That's
I wonder how many times if you tried to recreate it, with a phone this size,
couldn't do it. It was like
what do you reckon? You'd have to do it.
I'd have 1,000 times. I thought immediately of that trick shot. What you watch trick shots on Instagram where guys
they bounce the ball across all the
losers, 40-year-old losers spend their whole day trying to get a golf ball, across a kitchen, through the oven and into a sheep's ass on the other end of the thing, and they try it thousands and thousands of times, and then when they finally get it, cheer to nobody. Cheer to nobody because there's no one else there, obviously, because they're complete and utter losers. But it was like that. You couldn't do it.
No.
I always think, Lutzi, these things happen for a reason. When they're that obviously what the hell, I feel like the universe is intervening to stop something bad from happening, even though that was bad in itself.
I did think that.
I always believe that it's stopping something from happening.
You know what? I actually believe that, Nikki. Like, I believe that it wanted me not to get in contact with something or someone over the last 2 days.
You know why? So you could meet Jai.
Yeah.
And that Jai could come along and save the day.
Yeah. And he's a hero with one small exception to the rule. I went to his WhatsApp and his icon, he's a Bulldogs member.
Oh, no.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
I told you yesterday that my wife had a pretty interesting day yesterday. She went to, I think it was UQ. There was a presentation. Actually, I'm not sure where it was, but there was a presentation on somewhere in Brisbane yesterday with a guy by the name of David Sinclair. Have you ever heard of him, Nikki?
David Sinclair. It rings a bell, but I also know a DJ called Sinclair, so I could have the two
Dave
mixed
Sinclair.
up.
Yeah. No, he's a. This guy is a. He's a lecturer at Harvard, and he's a Brizzy boy. Actually, he's an Australian-American biologist and academic, and he's known for his research on aging. And
why are you directing this at me?
Well, you're the obvious academic.
No, I didn't know. I didn't mean it like that.
I got an AP12. He got a TE590. So I hope you're the academic of the group.
He's quite a well-known figure, but he's 55 years of age, and Jode reckons to look at him, he looks like he's early 40s. That's what she would guess if she had to guess what the age was. But
we get that.
Yeah, I
He's not the one taking like 350 pills a day, is he? Not that one.
He does take a lot of pills.
I know who you're talking about now.
Yes, he does.
So that's his thing.
And he's big into fasting. Yeah, but he's backing it all up by science. And he's huge into fasting, and he says that biologically speaking, like testing his organs and all the rest of it, he's got the body of a 40-year-old.
Thank you.
Not a 50-something year other old.
But is his research based on this stuff? That's what he does, right?
No, this guy is he's not some bloke from the local county fair that's telling you, but he's...
Forget your fasting. What about the pills, the easy stuff? What's the... Because there's this...
How do we do this without being hungry?
Yeah, there's NMN, which is a lot... Which is big on the... I take that now, and I think...
Another rapper.
M99. All do sound like great names for rappers.
Yeah. I think I'm not a doctor, and all I've heard from Jode is that I know I'll hear a lot more about it this weekend. Actually, I won't because I'm heading down to Sydney. But this will be a game changer, I can tell, in our house. And one of the number one things that Jodie said that we will be eliminating is sugar. She's like, sugar is the devil.
Oh, it is the devil. I know that.
Yeah, it is something you've just got to get rid of.
It causes all the disease. Like, people think it's fat, but it is actually sugar. It causes so many hormonal issues, adrenal issues, and
tastes delicious,
just
though.
Bad news. It's so good, isn't it? Yummy.
Yeah, but I mean, I know not obviously diabetes and stuff is a big problem and everything like that. But geez, it's in a lot of stuff that I really like. It's like choose your poisons. Like, a little bit.
Well,
I'm saying it's a big fun for me to get rid of sugar.
Oh, well, I think we're all addicted to it.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Absolutely.
So it would be such a hard thing to give up.
Yeah.
Sugar.
It's the most highly consumed drug in our society nowadays. My mother-in-law has been banging on about this for eons, saying this is a drug. This is no good for us. And when I did the paleo diet, when I was filming Hoax, not only did I look the best I've ever looked in my life, I didn't get sick. Everyone got sick around me. I did not get sick.
What's paleo?
That's where you eliminate sugar and you eat like a caveman.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Which is where this is at. Well, I know I'm about to learn a lot about it.
Yeah, right.
Like I
don't want to go off half-cocked here because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
No, and I'm only introducing it. I'm just introducing it because I know that I'm going to be hearing all about it. Because and you can just tell, oh wow, Jode is so passionate about this. Like she's into the books, and it was a huge deal for her to go and see this this bloke talk yesterday, and she's come back and she's like, okay, things are changing around here. So stand by.
So what is
Oh,
this?
no. You're all going to be hungry and you're going to go through withdrawals. It's going to be like I'm a celebrity all over
Don't
again.
become miserable, you know.
Well, he reckons, and Jode reckons, that it will be like a great benefit or something. I haven't found.
See, I like happy, unhealthy Ash.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
Nikki's Astrology Readings.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Ashley.
Morning.
Okay. I'm... This is a combination. So this is not only the week that was, but this is also looking ahead.
It's like a 2-for-1 deal.
It is a 2-for-1 deal.
It's like
And
it's like a crystal ball and a KO mini.
Yes.
That is exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
Brilliant.
But okay. This is quite broad, actually. This is covering a lot of stuff that's gone on, and this also includes not just Librans, it's Cancers, Aries, and I'm trying to think who the other cardinal sign is. I can't remember. Anyway, that'll do. All right. For the past 18 months, the South Node has been in Libra, tearing up relationships that were faulty or on shaky ground. Relationships that were stripped of any remaining value or benefit to either person's growth were exposed. Would you say that you might have found out that there's a few people that don't really have a place in your life anymore, Ash?
Yes.
Over the last 18 months.
18 months. Have you done a bit of a cull?
Well, sugar. Apparently,
Or have you
is the
realised
latest
that-
one is
Well,
culling-
that's
culling
about.
sugar.
I can see that's coming down the pike.
Oh, yeah? you
No,
have a relationship with sugar.
I can't dance with you on that one.
Okay, you don't have to dance.
But give me
with
give me time to digest. Okay, so
Just walk alongside me with your eyes and mind open. I feel like we're on White Lotus right
Put
now.
your legs
And
closed.
yes.
That's what it's Indrapilli.
who's your sidekick? Because the astrologer. Who's this bloke over here? That's
Sorry.
I don't know. I think he's kind of like dream reading at the same time.
No, it's
He's
it's the
into-
music. It just relaxes me. You know what relaxes me?
Yeah, well, he thinks he's about to get a massage. Okay,
Indrapilli.
Libra,
yes.
you have one more chance to redefine your 2025, but you also have to distinguish yourself and claim some kind of throne and occupy an esteemed position. Oh, hello.
Okay.
Make that. Oh, I don't need to know what that's about. You've been chipping away at something since April 2023 when the eclipses began. Since that time, the cardinal signs have sought to become exceptional in something that makes them truly unique. But there have been many devastating and beautiful transits along the way, and especially over the past 7 months, there have been times when these signs have wondered if they would even make it through. Have you had any times where you're like, I don't know if I can keep going with this?
Every morning at 3:30 a.m.
That feels appropriate.
Yes.
And as a fellow cardinal sign, I felt the same. Okay. Recognise that the eclipse on March 29th of this year. as
When's
in
that? Is that
tomorrow-
When's that? Tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
Okay, this is good.
Oh,
Here we
hang
go.
on,
This is
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Tomorrow's an important day for all of us.
Yes.
Okay, is the last eclipse in a cardinal sign until mid-2027. What makes this eclipse tomorrow special is that it is in Aries, which brings an energy and a sign that can help us break ahead of the pack. You're going on a diet tomorrow by the sounds of this, Ash. Libras, you've been trying to find relationships that feel safe and healing for quite a while. Now you're ready to see what relationships support the flourishing of the real, independent you. Whatever new beginning occurs during this eclipse will be driven by our evolving belief systems.
Well, that's tomorrow night.
That's tomorrow. So something that you've been chipping away at for ages or trying to recognize in your life needs to change. Tomorrow it all kicks into gear.
Interesting.
Apparently.
Interesting.
He's going to a uni party with his son.
Yeah, I'm going to a father-son
Uni party in Sydney.
party in Sydney
Yeah,
tomorrow.
it's toga,
My
isn't
son.
it?
It's not a toga. It's a black tie deal, mate. I'm
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
That.
Sid and I
Whatever gets you to sleep at night, buddy.
dressed in a toga.
He's going to a toga with his son at Sydney University.
I'll report back Monday morning, Nikki.
If you
report
end up
back.
on a
Please do.
throne at this toga party, then this is quite literally correct.
I'll tell you what, if I end up on a throne,
That would be cool.
I'll take
Not
a
for your
picture.
son, but
Or you might end up in like a position of authority or leadership over the weekend, like where you feel like you're hitting your straps.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, stand by.
Yeah, let me know Monday.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
We've all had a bad haircut at one stage in our lives, surely. You guys have had bad haircuts. I mean, Lutzi, you've got one now.
Oh, wow.
wow.
Actually, no, you look good. I'm just being
Just
horrible.
Just make it funny.
Just being horrible to me.
Yeah, I'm just being really. Well, you got your phone back, so I don't feel bad for you anymore.
Yeah. No, I've had bad ones. As a kid, I thought I could. No, I never had the hair to have a flat top, but I was trying to have a flat top. Nudgy.
You're Dolph Lundgren.
I just had.
What's a flat top?
If you had thick enough hair,
You don't know what a flat top is?
you could,
Oh, where they just shave it.
Like Max Headroom. Remember
Yeah,
Max
yeah.
Headroom? Who
Yeah.
remember, what was his name? Yeah, well, Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren. Whoever fought Rocky, that was Dolph Lundgren who fought Rocky in Rocky Four.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, it was just like you could almost like it looked like a brick.
Yeah.
like it
Yeah,
was incredible.
so it's like a stable table on your head.
Yes,
Vanilla
it's like
Ice.
stable type. Vanilla Ice had a flat
Oh,
top.
But
yes.
Somebody should bring back the flat
Yeah,
top.
no, it hasn't come back.
No.
But mine was just wispy at the front, but like it looked pathetic. Yeah.
Who's got the best head of hair around here? Mitch, you could do it. I reckon
I,
Mitch could
I think Mitch has it.
because you need, there's, you and I are out of contention, but look, a full on flat top.
Yeah.
Well, I remember once I made the mistake where someone approached me in a shopping mall. This is always a bad start, and said, "Oh, you'd be a great hair model. Could I use you as a hair model?" Now I was a broke unemployed actress at the time, so I was like, "Oh, free hair, sweet."
That's it.
I ended up with a ginger mullet. So I had like the full sweeping fringe, and then she like rat's tailed it at the back, and that was. They photographed that, and that was the face of John LaCourte for like 3 years.
Wonder
I
you
was
didn't get signed by
everywhere.
the Bulldogs.
Exactly, or
I
Parramatta,
know.
Western Sydney. But yeah, I remember those John LaCourte ads. I bet you I would have seen them without knowing it was you, obviously.
And I bet you would have walked past and gone, she's not a bit of all right. But I am pleased to report to you that a particular lady who you guys are very big fans of, basically you say she is perfect. She can do no wrong. She is like hall pass material. She has gone and got the worst haircut ever, and she's gone on Instagram with a filter because it's that bad. I want you to try and guess after this clip who it is. Here we go.
Story time, yes, I have a filter on because I have the worst haircut of my life and I need to feel pretty. Okay, let's go. Oh, you thought I was like gonna be funny? Like I have bangs on the back of my head.
I know who it is.
Who is
I
it?
think it's Dua Lipa.
You think it's Dua Lipa? What about you, Ashley?
No,
You
she's
think
or
it
she
is?
English.
No, I don't think
She's
that's
English.
Dua Lipa, is it? Like,
No, you were talking about it just yesterday, about how
Yeah.
hot she is, and she's just like,
Oh, can you narrow it down?
Yeah.
Emily Ratajkowski.
Oh, Ratajkowski.
Oh,
Emily Ratajkowski.
Yes,
We can't-
she
that
has
song got
gone
cancelled,
for a
don't play
wolf
it.
cut with a random hairdresser, I think in the UK, and he has cut a fringe, but then he's kind of cut it
I bet
from
she-
the back of her head.
If
So
you're-
it's like,
I bet you she still looks
Yeah, I was
good.
going to say,
I'll
if
bet
he's
you
ma-
anything
if
she
he's
still
made her
looks good.
ugly,
Yeah, I
like,
mean
that's almost impossible.
Well, then he's like, he would be a master hairdresser. Like, you could give her any type of haircut, and you know what I mean, and you'd be able to deal with it. Like,
nah,
even
all of a sudden
you know,
she looks like she's got chubby cheeks.
Even when Demi Moore got crew cutted, so they gave her a
Yeah.
crew cut. Like
Yeah,
a
but she
fu- a
looked hot
full-
with that.
Was that G.I. Jane, was
that
it, or
is
what was that?
exactly my point.
Yeah, G.I.
That's
Jane.
exactly my point. Is that it doesn't even matter. Like they literally took all the hair off her head, and she was still beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it only a bad haircut? Like, is Emily Ratajkowski going to start that trend now? Like, it was a bad haircut
Has
until
anyone
someone
got-
like her.
Has anyone got a picture of it? I bet you it's not even that bad.
Just Google it. It's not great.
A lot of
It kind
people overreact, and yet, like, it doesn't even.
So you're
Now,
saying
that's
you
what I
would
want to ask
quote
you.
unquote
If
deal
you
with
get
it?
Yes, I
if
deal
you get a
with
bad
it.
haircut, what do? Do you bring it up in the room, or do you cry? Are you a crier?
I saw,
Like-
Nikki, I saw on Instagram, I saw it was like somebody try and cut their own hair, Like that.
Oh, yes, they tie it in a rubber band and then they chop it.
She didn't have it tied in a hair, but I don't think she had it in a rubber band. But it was like she was trying to give herself bangs, and she wasn't famous or anything. But the second that it all left and she saw herself, you saw the very real shock, and then just how distraught she was, all in a heartbeat. Like, why did I do that?
Yeah, I've cried in the chair before, and that they always come over. In fact, there's a viral video of another woman where they've gone, "Oh, what do you think?" And she's like, "It's great. I really like it." But most women will not pipe up if they're really unhappy with it. They'll go home, and they will just fall apart, hate themselves, cry at their husband, yell at their kids, and not do anything about it, then come back and pay full tilt to get it fixed again, instead of upsetting the hairdresser and going, "This is crap."
Oh, yeah,
Fix
that
it.
old one, yes.
Just side note, I've just DM'd Emrata. Surprisingly, you can message us saying Ash Bradnam says your haircut can't be that bad and he'd deal with it. So she now knows. I'm just saying Emily Ratajkowski now knows that.
I'm sure that'll mean a lot to her. Yeah. But now I've had visual confirmation.
Give me a look.
Mitch has just showed me the she looks hot as hell.
No,
it
you're
works
holding up.
for me.
No,
I
that's
like
not
it.
her haircut. You're holding up with the part.
That's the part.
Oh,
one.
scroll
Is that
to the
not
top
it?
then.
Emily
That's not it.
Ratajkowski shows off her shocking fringe. Where's the
Well,
one?
that's not a fringe. She's got a part there. That's
Yeah,
like
no, she's buried in fringe. She's like a sheepdog, like a very shaggable sheepdog.
Thank you.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snack Box. Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne's Caller of the Week.
I've literally just seen who the caller of the week is. It's this jobber that we had on when we spoke to the astronaut. It's Steve. Steve, how the bloody hell did you win
What
this?
is your question for Christina?
Hey, are you ready?
Yep, go ahead.
I want to know how they snap one off.
How do you go to the toilet? How do you go to the toilet, Christina?
Again, welcome to Brisbane.
Sorry about that.
When you're in space.
Well, I have to thank the studio team in here for translating that for me because I did not know what you meant.
No,
but
she's like, "What's that?"
Yeah, we have a space toilet. In the absence of gravity, it sort of creates a little bit of an airflow, so things go where they should
So it's
go
a
and
bit-
don't go where they shouldn't. You get used to it.
Yeah,
You get
okay.
used to it.
Steve, that's enough out of you, Sarah.
I have some memory of Steve getting on twice during the week. Did he ring back at some point? Or?
Did we hear from you again, Steve?
Yeah, I had 3 goes. I had 2 goes at Mystery Voices and then the toilet incident.
That's right. Yeah, we definitely repeat offender this week. You're the only caller of the week.
Yeah, all right. So you win it, eh? There you go.
Yeah.
No, that was
There you bloody go, eh?
That was pretty funny. She had no idea what you were talking about.
Well, they reckon you learn something new every day.
Yeah, and she's an astronaut, so she knows plenty.
You can read as many books as you want, Steve, but nothing replaces that sort of vernacular, does it?
Imagine if
No.
she takes that back with her to the States, that little snippet of information, and goes, I wonder if she'll be up in space and she'll go, I'm going to snap one off.
Yeah, she does a little joke. Hey, Gary, one small snap for man.
Even the answer sounded a bit wrong. Like, what, do they go to the toilet and don't have to put any effort in?
Yeah, I didn't understand. Even she was very vague
like
around it. You're right,
It's
Steve.
like it draws it from you.
Yeah, it's like, what does it mean? You're right.
You know, they'll do one tiny, and then it's all over.
And was she,
Clean.
and was she
Clean.
saying that she effectively had a vacuum cleaner waiting right there to pick it up? Is that
I
what?
think she kind of backed into a vacuum situation.
Yeah, like that's, yeah.
Look at a Dyson's getting.
And without any gravity, would it actually snap off?
Well, it wouldn't. It'd pull off.
It'd pull off.
Yeah, well mate,
Very
get your
graphic.
question correct next time. Ask her. How
he didn't
do
know.
you pull one off in? Oh, yeah.
He didn't know at that point. He
No.
thought they snapped them off. Apparently, they pull them off.
One of you boys might have to give it a go with a Dyson.
Yeah, we drop yours off.
I'll do it at my Airbnb. I'll do it at my
Well, got
Airbnb
two.
in
Have
Melbourne.
got two.
Have you seen what those Dysons are worth, mate?
Yes. Yeah, I got 2
You
of
wouldn't
them.
want to ruin.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Someone's done it right.
Two
tag team.
Dysons, eh? And life's good out at Redcliffe.
Oh, mate, you're getting an Ashes Gone Fishing bucket hat. And can you
Yeah.
wear that with pride out of the peninsula there? I want to see that at KO Stadium when
Yeah.
the Dolphins are playing, okay?
Who wins
Yeah,
tonight,
right,
by the
eh?
way? Who wins tonight, Steve?
I'll have to go to Dolphins, but it's a hard one.
Yeah,
It'll be
it's
tough.
going to be a good game
It
tonight.
is a hard one. Oh, well, you get a
Yeah.
towel too, so you can wipe up your tears after the Dolphins don't win. My dry-hearted towel.
We'll clean up after
Oh, yeah.
this
I thought you were
space
from Redcliffe, Nikki.
Yeah, she
I
is.
know, I'm really torn. I was saying this to the boys. It's like, yes, I'm from Redcliffe. I should be supporting the Dolphins, but I've been a Broncos girl for such a long time.
Yeah, we're Broncos members now.
Yeah, well,
It's
I
like
actually go
changing
to
your
Dragons.
surname.
Yeah, there you go. So you're Dragons.
Yeah.
What?
Because we never had
Why?
we never had a team. When I was a kid,
That's it.
the Dragons were red and white. I played for Redcliffe. And
Well, there
when you watch the footy reviews, every team the Dragons were going to play, they were going to lose. So I jumped on board with the Dragons.
Yeah, I was Dragons before the Bronx. I thought my dad played for him. He was just lying to me. He never played for the friggin'
Dad
Dolphins. He played for Queensland newspapers in some warehouse comp, Steve. But he had red and white socks, so I thought, I'm going to go for the Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you converted, whereas Steve is still.
Yeah, he's
you know.
stick. My brother did. My
No,
brother
I'm slowly switching.
You got to stick with your team. No, you got to stick with your team. Pick and stick. I can respect that.
Hey, Steve,
Hey,
Scott,
and anyway, we've got to go.
Tweety's here. We've got to go.
Yeah, we've got to go. We've got someone else to talk to. But you know,
Yeah, good on you, Steve.
do
Enjoy
thing,
your
Steve.
Dysons.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.